Good morning, Carn.
Good morning. It's Sunday morning, it's the 3rd of July 2022 and today we are doing the Glen Lyon horseshoe, which takes in 4 Munros, and we are super excited. The weather's kinder than what it was in our last walk, so yeah, looking forward to it. We are just outside Aberfeldy in a place called Invervar, and we're just about to cut off the main road to start our walk.
Okay, cool.
So, to the hill.
To the hill, off we go.
So we got out our beds this morning at 5 o'clock and we left Stirling just after 6 o'clock, and it is now 5 to 8 and we are starting our walk. We did look to see what other people's thoughts were on the walk, and it roughly took them all roughly between 7 and 8 hours, so not sure how long it's going to take us, but there's no rush. We started early.
Invervar is where the classic steep creeking kayaking burn called Invervar Burn, funnily enough, is located. You'll probably hear it just down to your right, my left. And I've been along here kayaking with some of the guys, and it's just absolutely superb, the burn. I'll put in some clips of the burn just now, hopefully. You can see what that's like. But we just started our ascent and we'll see you later on the trail.
James, if you can do it, darling, I can do it. Oh, you actually came through the gate, didn't you? Oh dear. When the wife shows you how it's done properly.
So there you go, the gate does work, and the gates all the way up here have worked, but Carn fancied to go up and over the stile, which was nice. She styled it. Carn, you styled it on the stile.
I did. Hurt my knees, but I did.
Okay, so it's just after 8. Big yellow thing behind me is out, which is fantastic, loving it. And when you come out the forest and you're shaded and you're coming into the sun, the heat is impressive. So Carn sort of mentioned it already, and the fact that this is a different walk underfoot. In contrast to our last walk, which was Bog Fest, Bog City, and we sort of really called it a kind of swamp. This one's more of a track from the car park, and it's a lot easier underfoot. And navigation so far is relatively easy, but having said that, we've got clear visibility, the weather's reasonable, so down there, you won't be able to see it, I don't think, with this camera, but there's the metal bridge that we cross over.
No, isn't it? No, isn't it? Oh, to be Jesus. Who goes? Gosh, when James was walking over here, oh my goodness, there's holes. It was shaking quite badly. It's quite daunting actually. Ooh. It's like one of these bridges, if you stand on and just jump up and down, it shakes, but it's shaking and I don't want it to shake. Whew. Done. I was just saying it's like one of these bridges you stand on and if you go like that it goes
Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous.
There's nothing better than walking by a stream.
It's nice, eh?
It is. It's quite soothing actually.
Yeah, it's that soothing, cathartic word. Beautiful. Let's see where we're going.
Look at these views. Stunning. Don't you think, James?
Beautiful. So there's at least, including ourselves, 4 groups in the hill today. Those guys down there. There's 2 guys away along there and there's a group of 4 up there.
And there's us.
And then there's us. Okay, so that's where we're heading away, up and over, up and over, up and over. How's things, Carn?
Wow. It really is a good path. Getting steep now. Very manageable. And the views are just stunning. I'm sure James has got these views.
So we can certainly see more of the ridge line from where we are just now. We're still at the summit, the first Munro. Gorm, I think it's called. But we've had a bit of a disaster, darlings. We've
Disaster, baby.
A disaster.
James put the drone up down the valley, which was absolutely stunning to see, and the drone footage will be amazing, but unfortunately the drone crashed. And James did try. He ran pretty much halfway back down the hill, but wasn't fortunate enough to find it. Well, this is us just at the top of our first one. Here's our trig point, which has fallen over. Surprisingly, in the last 10 minutes, the weather has changed dramatically. And you can't see one view, but hey ho, number 1 completed, 3 more to go. Let's just get on top of this trig point. Here we are. So it's 10:30 and we left at, was it 8 o'clock?
5 to 8, I think.
So it's taken us 2.5 hours to get to this one. Do you know, we're coming off this hill and it's just unbelievable how it's opened up and the views are absolutely stunning. It's just, and when we got to the top, when you see the picture, you can hardly see anything. Amazing, totally amazing. This one, second Munro, is called Meall Garbh. Not as high as the first one. But as I said, what a fantastic walk over to it. Very windy, but brilliant, brilliant. This is a different cairn. This one's made of metal rather than just stones. And there is a metal fence that you follow from the valley down there up. Must have been an old deer fence or something at one time. But here we are. I can't climb on top of that, but we are at number 2. Woo! 2.
So there you go, there's some of the mist and the rain clouds and that I've just passed over us on the top of the second Munro. And it's just typical, we've came to the second Munro and it's just been overcast and pea soup again. The cloud covers came down at the same time. It was hailstones, Carn.
It's unbelievable. It's as though we're hitting a button as we hit that hill and it just comes on. But see, when it clears, it's just phenomenal. But then that's Scottish weather for you.
That's Scottish weather, that's Scottish Highlands, and this is the Glen Lyon circuit. for Munros and pea soup.
It took us 45 minutes from the first one to the second one. So it now was 11:15, and we didn't waste much time up there because, God, it was awful. But let's see how long it takes us to get to the next one. Very windy. Very, very windy. James is just swinging the camera around just now, and you'll see the other 2 Munros that we're about to do. 2's done, and we're on our way to the third one.
So there's the impressive Aighean, just over 1,000 metres I think. But we're heading over there for our third Munro today, then we're down and then up over there for the fourth one, and then all the way back down to Carn. How's it going, wifey?
Yeah, it's good. It's all good. But as James was saying, that hill over there, over by, it's such an impressive hill. Very impressive. We've not done that one, James, have we?
No. So this ridge line is just absolutely gorgeous. It's cleared up since the first 2 tops, because we had pea soup, or the clag was over. But now that it's kind of clear, you can obviously see Aighean, beautiful, and the other hills and glens and water systems. It's marvellous, absolutely marvellous. Easy going from the first one to the second one to the third one so far, Carn?
Oh, definitely. It's, I think once you're up, and I wouldn't even say getting up to the first one was actually too strenuous. You know, you seem to climb, you would level off a bit, another wee climb and level off, and yeah.
See, I thought that too. I didn't want to say that. I thought it wasn't too bad actually.
No, I wouldn't say it was a strenuous one up. But third one, and we're going to stop and have some lunch at this one, so that'll be nice.
Well, hey, we've made it. No, Munro number 3. Yes, get in there. And as you can see by my little white bit of paper, I've got the names here. So the first one was Carn, Gorm, then it was Meall, Garbh. The third one here is Carn, Mairg. Stunning. It's still kind of misty, but just beautiful.
Yeehaw!
Woo! Well done, Carn, well done us.
Oh, well done us.
Mwah.
Wow. So that is now 1:45, so that took us an hour to get from the third Munro, which is over by, James puts the camera around, so an hour to get from the stony area over there, which was the third Munro, to this one. When we came down into the valley, we had the most horrendous weather. Wind, rain. It was really quite wild, wasn't it?
It was certainly wintry conditions, wasn't it?
And then as we started to climb, it started to clear, and look at this view. Wow.
So if you can hear me, we're heading over that way. And then it's down!
Down to the
Yes.
car, yes! High five. Now we're ready to do the drop. Ah! does look as though you're just going to walk over the edge, doesn't it? Here.
It does, vertical.
Yeah.
Vertical descent. I hope it's not. I mean, holy moly, look at that, guys. Just look at that!
Stunning.
Oh my gosh! Look at that, how pretty is that? Okay folks, that is us done the fabulous, fantastic circuit quartet of hills at Glen Lyon. Names will be on the screen somewhere, but we've had a fantastic time. I think Carn's just done the time count and it's been about 7.5 hours. Yep, Carn, is that right? That's right. So 7.5 hours for us to do the 4 Munros. Started off at 8 o'clock this morning and proceeded to Munro 1, then 2, and there was a mist and a little bit clag at the top of these Munros, but there then after it kind of opened up on the 3rd and 4th one, and the views are just stunning, absolutely glorious. You could see really, really far, and Aighean, the other Munro on the other side of the glen, was really standing out. So I thoroughly enjoyed this. It was one of my top sessions so far. Why? Well, I actually thought it was quite easy going up. Going along the sort of shoulder, the ridge line was really, really nice, regardless of the weather. And coming down, it was a case of you were down and then you're out at the car park, although it was quite a steep descent on the way down. So before I pass over to Carn, I hope you've enjoyed this. We've thoroughly enjoyed it, and pop in for another video. So it's hasta luego for me.
And over and out for me.